Now for the main event. So what I did here, main event. So here's your beginning. Let's review real quick what we've gone over so far. The beginning in the green. As I walked into the house, surprise, everyone shouted. Now that is, let me make sure this is marked right. That is your beginning. The rest of this in blue is your elaborative detail. Then the part that's highlighted is your suspense. And now the main event. And so remember, like last time, I made a chart right here. Let me zoom out. Of the questions that are answered for the main event. What did you do? What did you see, hear, and feel? What did you wonder, worry? And what did you say? Let me box these in so you can separate these from what I wrote. And there we go. What did you do? And I put, after eating, I got to open my presents. I walked to the big present. I unwrapped it. What did you see, hear, and feel? I saw the big present. That's all I have on there. I could have added more, but I just put what a typical kid could put. Because remember, you can always add stuff to it. Add other sentences as you're writing. What did you wonder or worry? Why in the world would I want to open this one? And what did you say? How would I tell my mom that I hated her present? I said. Now, here's the thing. If you ever put this, you could always leave I said off if it's a thought that you should want to keep also. It all depends on how you want to work it. So those are the questions I answered in my main event, for my main event, my pre-writing, and this is what I put in my first draft. Let me zoom in. After eating, I got to open my presents. I walked to the big present. My mom stopped me and handed me a little one. Why in the world would I want to open this one? I thought. Finally, it was time for the big present. I gradually unwrapped it, and to my surprise, a kite. How would I tell my mom that I hated her present? So I took, what did you do? After eating, I got to open my presents. And the different parts, I walked to the big present, I unwrapped it. My mom stopped me and handed me a little one. I added that one to add a little bit more suspense. Then I went to the wonder worry, which was this one. Why in the world would I want to open this one? And I just inserted it right here. And I just added the words I thought to the end. Then to show time lapse, to show time had lapsed, I added the word finally, and it was time for my big present. See, I never put in there that sentence. I just did it so they could automatically go to the big present that I actually really wanted to open because of line constraints. In other words, I didn't have that much to write. I only had 26 lines, so I went straight, using that word finally, it takes you closer to the end. I gradually unwrapped it, and to my surprise, a kite. So what I did is I unwrapped it. But what I did is I added some other words to this part. Because remember, this is your pre-writing right here for your main event. So I just used that and added some other words to it. How would I tell my mom that I hated her present? So instead of saying I said, I just chopped that off to make this more of a thought. Because you'll see in the next part how I worked it. Because the next part is your ending. So right here, from here all the way to here is my main event. I'll call it the main event. Right? Time to go to the next part. Let me stop this one, and time for the next video.